Assalamu alaikum. After watching the viral video of Amran Dingish, a Syrian child that was pulled out of the rebels in Aleppo after yet another airstrike, sitting in the ambulance, dazed and bloodied, I was so angry, so I did a cartoon. Cartoon, or Khartoon, like I said, it's called Choices for Syrian Children, with the viral image of Amran on one side, with the caption, "If you stay," and on the other side is the viral image of Alan Kurdi, another Syrian child that was found on shores of Turkey, with the caption, "If you leave." The cartoon was circulated online and used by international media, and kept going and going. And it was retweeted by politicians, not nice ones, celebrities. And it went from blogs from Brazil to London, some with my permission, mostly without. And in the same night, I was interviewed by Al Jazeera, Huffington Post, CNN, The Independent, many more. Being a social media-based cartoonist, this is not the first time that my work goes viral. It all started with the Arab Spring, when activists and protesters started using my work, sharing it, stenciling it, and so did the media afterwards, started sharing it as well. The next big news was the image of a Muslim woman in France that was told by armed police that she has to take off some of her clothes by law. Coincidentally, the next article I read was about Iraqi women burning their niqabs after their town was liberated from ISIS, who forced them to put it on, also by law. So I drew what I saw. And again, the image went online and the whole frenzy started. And I was interviewed and interviewed and interviewed. And I always wondered when my work went viral is, why this image? And what do I do now? What do I do next? And most importantly, does it even matter? Does it make a difference? And then I remembered that it doesn't matter anymore. I don't really care about my post-viral action because people have really short memories. And sometimes, a lot of these campaigns online and pictures that we see could be propaganda. So I thought about it. Am I part of this? Am I part of this ongoing circle of takeaway news, as my friend Abdu calls it? Am I effective in a way? Am I making a difference, or am I just part of that? Am I part of that ongoing image that everybody's talking about for today, and tomorrow is going to be something else? And I found myself that I'm just running in this hamster wheel along with all the media, that speaks about one thing and one thing only for today. It's like a fashion of the day. But what do? Do I step out of it? But then I'm based in social media. How would I be relevant? I'm a social media-based cartoonist because myself and many like me didn't have anywhere else to go because of censorship. My work is free online under Creative Commons license for you to use, share, remix. Because when we started working, myself and many others like me in the Arab world, we weren't working for money. We weren't working to be artists. We were working because we wanted a safe space to talk and discuss and ask questions. But with all the propaganda and all the news on the internet, and of course with the news coming in now, with the leaked files about how the CIA and the American army paid a PR company $145 million to fake terrorist videos and post them online. Or how Israel suspended the accounts of 5 Palestinian journalists on Facebook after they made a deal to censor Palestinians. Or of course, the Snowden leaks, or the news feed that is for you, the news that you like only, and how that adds to our tunnel vision. I thought about it, and the internet is all I have, and a lot of people have to reach you, the other side. And it's a battleground for our hearts and minds. And it's the future, unfortunately, or fortunately. So this should be more than what goes viral, more about what we see. There is more Amrans and Alans as we speak facing the same fate, but without us reacting to it with a Facebook reaction. I don't know what the solution is, but what I'm trying to say is that humanity cannot let the internet tell us what's important. Thank you.
Khalid, I really liked your cartoons.
Thank you.
And you're just getting started at the very end of your talk about the sort of the issues. So I'm a journalist,
yeah,
or sort of former journalist, or whatever. I mean, but the internet's killing, journalism. And you mentioned the hamster wheel, which is that's the sort of classic image of where we are now, as the prices get bid down further and further and further. So you said at the end you don't know what the future is and you don't know what the answer is, but you're going to have to tell me now. What is the future? Where's it all going?
When, as I said, when we started working, when I say we, I say, I'm speaking for me and a lot of people that I met online that are from countries from Morocco to Iran, that are artists, that really connected online. And we were part of this group, part of this revolution that happened and caused a lot of, this ripple effect. We didn't have anywhere else to go. And we don't know what the solution is, but until then, this is all we can, and this is all we are going to do.
Do you have any? So I used to love cartoons when I was younger. Favorites? And if
Here?
it's a dumb question, you don't have to
American?
answer. But
American cartoonists?
yeah, or any. I mean, I read I read Tintin.
I was introduced to cartoons by a Palestinian cartoonist who was assassinated in the 80s in London. His name is Najil Ali. And his cartoons are not funny, much like mine. And what I loved about him is his style and how he delivers the message in one word, or even less, with just the image. And that when he was assassinated, nobody knew who killed him. Was it the Palestinians or the Israelis? And I think that's very powerful.
What do you think of our American editorial cartoonists as you look around? Some of whom are here today, I understand? No.
One of my favorite cartoonists, American, his name is Ted Rowell. And I love Ted Rowell's work because he made an effort. He checked. When 9/11 happened, he traveled to Afghanistan, and he was reporting from there. He was the only cartoonist from Afghanistan, and he was giving the news the way it should be given. So he wasn't an Orientalist look at things, or he was reporting what he saw as another culture, not as a Westerner looking at an Arab or looking at, or this Orientalist look at things. And because, for us, we always watch American news or watching Western news talk about us, because a lot of people over there speak English, but not a lot of people over here know the news from our side. So it's incredible when we're watching, CNN or Fox News or whatever talk about things that are happening in our area, and it's not true. And
I know that feeling.
So that's why a lot of times I do my work with no comment, because I think language is one of these borders that I'm trying to break. I'm trying to show you our news from us. This is what's happening. Let's talk about it. A lot of things I don't even understand, like the questions I asked today, and I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for people to discuss with.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.